Here we go, I'm broadcasting.
Okay, so on three, okay?
Yeah.
On three. So 1, 2.
It was bang on. Right.
It always comes afterwards for me. Alright, okay,
Hello,
so a little
welcome
pause.
to everybody.
Little
We're
pause.
currently in a skip. This is the first
No, hold on,
episode.
sorry. So do that again because I was talking over you.
Fuck's sake. Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 1 of our podcast. This episode is called Jaws of Death.
Jaws of Death. Why is it called Jaws of Death?
It's just random.
Oh, right. So we're not making it relevant to what we're actually going to be talking about.
Well, because the topic is a surprise.
Okay,
So-
okay. Would you like to know what the topic of today's podcast is?
Yes.
Okay, the topic for this simulcast, I should say, because this is a podcast and a streaming series, a YouTube series rather.
Correct.
So the topic of this, we're going to keep it light for the first episode before getting into heavier things. But this is just balancing children with gaming. So
light.
let me tell you. So we both grew up as gamers, right? And we've played a lot of games, racked up a lot of hours over the years. And now as we find ourselves as 30-somethings with young children, how do you balance those responsibilities as a parent and also to still maintain a relationship with games? Because for me, that relationship with games is actually really, really important, and I get quite agitated if I don't play games.
Yes. Games for me is like my kind of... Should we walk? Let's walk and talk.
Yeah, let's get out of the skip. There you go.
So games for me is like, I kind of need the escapism every now and then. I think at least once a week I've got to just escape and do something random, whether it's this game or whether it's like collecting gems on Spyro or something, just to keep me a little bit sane. But probably the difference for me with you is because your kid's younger, is that like now I've got the sort of the video games is spending time with my daughter.
Yeah.
So I can say to her, do you want to come and play on Spyro, or should we try and finish that level, or should we try and find all the gems on this level or something? And then she'll come and sit and she'll either grab the controller and play, which she's actually getting really good at, or she'll watch me doing it and she'll be like, oh, go on Dad, get that guy, and go on Dad, get there's some gems there and stuff like that. So the experience for me of games and how important it is into like life and family life and stuff, it's changing all the time. Jesus.
He wasn't taking any prisoners, was he?
Should we get a car?
I'm going to get out of the road.
We'll get a car.
All right, hold on. Let's get this one. Just walk. Hold on. Just slow that. Slow. Whoa. Thank you. I've got a car. Here we go.
I'll pick a point on the map while you chat.
All right. I share a lot of that with you, and I'm really excited for when my boy is of that age.
Head to A.
Because you hit head to A. Okay. Because at the moment he's only 13, 14 months old, so he's super young. But when he has watched me playing games, of course he's fascinated by the colours and what he can see. But the same as he's fascinated with his toothbrush, he's fascinated by all those sorts of things. But just having that moment where you can kind of sit down and actively play. Not just video games, but like card games, maybe board games as well. To share that social aspect and the strategy that surrounds a lot of games that I play. Certainly, I'm really looking forward to sharing that. I'm just super
cool.
psyched to have that addition in my life.
Yeah, I said that I always thought games felt like a little bit almost kind of selfish, that I was like, right, I'm going to play video games and family's in bed or whatever and I'm just sitting by myself. But now I've got the aspect where it's I can say to daughter and probably son in a couple of years, do you want to go and play something? And sort of it in my head it's almost nicer the thought of my daughter, who's she's 6 years old and my son's 1 now. The thought of them two just sitting playing on Tekken or something like that, and me watching, commenting on which combos they should be doing and stuff. It's just like brilliant. Yeah. And it's not that far off. And I think because I'm looking forward to it, I'm going to have to appreciate it when it arrives. So if my daughter wants to play something, oh Christ Almighty!
Sorry. Oh, he's
fine.
fine.
He's fine. He's fine.
He's fine. Let's just go.
If my
Pretend it didn't happen.
if my daughter's wanting to play something now, I just sort of say yes straight away. And
Yeah.
I noticed this is I noticed this about work. So not to go too much into work, but because I do videos, I take my daughter out on a lot of shoots, and I give her a little stills camera. I said I'll get some pictures with this while I'm doing the filming, and I noticed she kept recording videos while I was filming, like behind the scenes things, and I kept saying, no, don't do the videos, do the photography, like take some photos and stuff. And then I noticed again later on she was filming again with the camera, and I was like, no, Olivia, you're pressing the wrong button. You need to press this button to take photos. And then she said something that just like made me click. She said, but I want to do filming like what you're doing.
Yeah.
And like from that point I was like, all right, yeah, crap, why am I stopping her? You know what I mean? She's developing an interest in filming,
Yeah.
and I was stopping her doing it. So I've sort of made a note to myself that if she's wanting to do something, I'll let her do it if it's something like that. So where that ties in with video games is if I'm playing something, for example, if I'm playing Spyro and she says, "Oh, let me have a go," there's no way that I'm going to say, "Oh, no, let me do this," or "Let me just finish that." As frustrating as it might be to like pass off the controller halfway through a boss battle or something.
Yeah.
I'm now in the mindset that if she's shown that interest, I've got to like jump on it, because I think it doesn't take much to put people off stuff. I don't think.
No, I think certainly during those years when they're so impressionable, like that's one thing that's really on my mind with Arlo is that I just want to encourage confidence in everything. Anything he approaches, whether it's games or reading or maths or science or whatever, like whatever he has a flair for, I just want him to enter it fearlessly, like with no fear of mistakes or feeling like he can't get something first time, just to enter it and just see what sticks and enjoy it, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for that though. Like that moment, like you were saying with your daughter, where she's been taking stills and also shooting video. That's so cool, because that's such a reflection on your influence. Like she's really proud and really excited by what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
So
she's just showing an
that's
interest
really
in it.
flattering. Really flattering.
But I think the thing is, for me, it was that realization that, oh crap, she's wanting to do video, not because she's disobeying what I'm telling her to do, but because she's got an interest in it. And sometimes it's not as obvious as stuff, and then you look back at it at a later date and think, oh crap, she was only interested in that game because she wanted to play it herself or something like that, or she was only asking me to do this because she wanted to see what happened or something. And sometimes at the time you don't realise, have we done a loop and ended up back where we started?
Surely not.
No, we can't. It looks very similar. Yeah. So we're heading to A, yeah? Where's A on the map?
We went past it because there was a lot of hot press, so I drove off road to kind of cool
bad
things
guys.
down.
Well, what can I see on the map? Points of interest. Let's have a look.
There's a new villa
So
just
there's
up
a
there.
base here. There's an outpost with a helicopter. Cocoa Field.
Oh,
So
what,
we're gonna
A?
head to that. Yeah, we're going to head to that.
Okay, let's go there. Right, so let's get a jog on because we should still try and play the game. So we've talked about, I guess we've talked about what we're looking forward to and how where our children are currently with our relationship with games. But like, how do we actually balance that? So we're both busy, both working. Time is money, so we're like always thinking, need to finish this by this time and stay on top of all the varying projects you might be involved with. So like, how do you balance that with family time, with wife time, with children time, managing chores and making sure you eat, making sure that you're clean, and then still try to get, half an hour's worth of gaming in as well to satisfy that urge? How do you do that?
Well, it's all about priorities. I mean, I've never even thought of it as part of the list, but keeping myself clean and brushing my teeth and stuff, it's just, that tends to be, it goes without saying most days. So I never really have to balance that between, there's always time for a wash, you know what I mean? There's always time to wash your hands. And,
There's always time. That sounds like it should be on a t-shirt.
there's always time for
There's
a
always
wash.
time for a wash. And it's just a picture of your face.
a picture of these two assassins.
Yeah. Hold on. That's a great idea for our first piece of merchandise for our many fans.
Yeah, always
It's always time for a watch.
Okay. Yeah, if there's one thing you take away from this podcast. But yeah, the balance is really difficult, and I think it's just about sticking to promises that you make. So you'll find that when you've got your child grows older, if you say, "Oh yeah, we'll do that later," you can't just write it off. You do actually have to then go back and do it later.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, work, you kind of have to prioritize that most of the time, sadly, because without work, you don't get the chance to do any of these family things.
No, that's true.
But yeah, it's quite tricky to keep a balance.
I mean, it is
What
tricky
about
to keep
you?
a balance.
How do you do it?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, like you come up with ideas for things like this. So this for me,
So we've got an
working.
excuse to play video games.
Yeah, it's an excuse to play games, but also I think I try to think of it from my wife's point of view. So, like, if I was just sat here by myself playing games for an hour or hour plus or whatever, it would be maybe more frowned upon as to why I wasn't doing something else. But but because you and I have both found the value in playing games together, because it's a social thing, this is actually more valuable now, because I compare this to, like, what's the difference to going to a book club? Like, if that was our thing, like as dads, for a social thing to get out of the house and do something that was our time.
Nobody would believe us for a start.
Book club, well, no one would believe us. But I compare this to the same thing.
Yeah.
It's allowing us to be social. It's allowing us to have that escapism, but we're actually doing something more because we're
you're
giving
using your
back
brain
to
a lot
other
as well, aren't
people.
you? I think we're using our brains a lot as well. I think this is a difference. This is probably a topic for another podcast. But as people who are listening can probably tell, you've really got to concentrate. You can't half-arse it, kind of thing. When you're doing video games, you've got to be really invested in what you're doing. It's quite difficult to chat about stuff and not concentrate on what you're doing. So I think this is a good little outlet. It's a sort of, it takes off the social. As far as I'm concerned, it's either you stay in and play video games like a nerd, or you go to the pub every few nights and socialise like that. And one of them is really expensive and kind of isolating to the family, and the other one's video games.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
No, it does make sense. Whilst you were explaining that, I was just murdering people in their sleep.
I know it is, yeah.
And now we've been spotted because of it.
Yeah, I know.
But no, I hear everything that you're saying, and like for me, it's everything that we described just now, but also we're giving back, because there might be people. I'm down, man. You're gonna have to come and save me.
Are you joking?
No, I've got flank. This is an opportunity to actually give back to other people that are arriving at a time in their life where they think, oh, maybe children are around.
I'm going to die too. I'm sorry about this.
You're gonna.
We're dead.
Okay, well that's how good we are. Central and Spyro got taken out. We actually were doing quite well to begin with, but the conversation killed the mission.
Yeah.
Do you know what? That's another slogan for another T-shirt. Conversation killed the mission.
It's good.
I actually like that one. That's good. Well. Yeah. I'm getting that.
Conversation for what? Conversation killed the mission.
Conversation killed the mission. So
that actually sounds like something that they would say in the army as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does sound like some sort of
conversation killed the mission.
Hoorah! Hoorah!
Oh, it's time for a watch.
So, what I was saying was, by producing, instead of just playing games, by producing content to share with other people online, there might be people arriving at that stage in life where becoming a parent is around the corner, and yet, of course, they still want to maintain games. And by us speaking about it, talking about it, sharing our experiences as freelancers as well, I think is actually going to be quite valuable to a lot of other people. So that's why I was quite energized by the idea of doing something like this with you, because not to sound gushy in our first episode, but I can't think of anyone better right now to do this with.
Oh, not even Ross or anybody.
Well, no, I mean, Ross is a good friend of ours. I love Ross, and hello, Ross. I know you'll be listening, but he is currently without child, so he is excluded from our elite Wildlands club, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
So-
when he does father a child, I'm expecting he will be upgraded. He will be included in this podcast.
He'll be dying to get on the podcast.
He will.
He will. So, video
I found the
games.
Jenny, by the way. I found the Jenny.
All right, cool. What was I going to say?
I'm taking the Jenny out. I'm taking the Jenny out.
Family. So, did you find when you had your family? I can see you. I can see you doing it. Did you find having your family stop you playing video games as much as you did? I know it's probably an obvious question, but you work in the games industry, so you could justify playing video games as being like experience or research or something, I guess.
There is always that, because if you're beginning work on a project, there's a lot of research before you even produce anything physical.
Does that mean that you can have your wife pop in? Are we calling them wives or are we calling them names? What would you like?
Let's keep them as wives now. It feels more obscure. Yeah. Like my guy Central, he doesn't want to reveal his wife just yet.
Yeah, sure. Spyro
Stealth edition. His wife. No names for wives.
So my wife, I don't know how she would feel if she walked in and I was playing games and I was like, look, I've really got to play this because it's research. Do you ever get that?
I don't know, maybe she suspected it, but the thing is, my wife and I, we've been together long enough, she doesn't know any different. She knows that games are very important, and even if I wasn't working in games, she knows that if I don't get those opportunities to play games for myself, then I get upset, because the reason I get upset is because if I'm not playing games, I haven't managed my schedule well. If I'm not finding time for games, it's because I'm not managing that time as well as I would like. If I'm playing games, that means I'm on top of stuff. That's what it means. That's what it means to me.
Okay, yeah, I get it. I think games probably sits a little bit further down in my priorities than it does to you.
Yeah.
It's not in any way less important. I've just blown cover. I'm sorry about it.
Thanks for that. Oh, well done.
I don't know if it's because I've got an extra child there. I have half the time of what you do. And I do feel bad when I just sit and play video games.
Yeah.
However, we're talking like 2 hours maximum a week, which I think in the grand scheme of things isn't that much time. But then again, when you've got children and they go to bed at a certain time and stuff, you do literally only end up having, 2 hours a night kind of thing. So
sorry to interrupt this amazing monologue, but I'm currently down.
Sorry, I was too busy taking out bad guys to hear.
Well, I was trying, but they just overwhelmed me. And don't get me wrong at all in the slightest. Like, my family is the priority of my life right now. That's at the top above anything else. And I would never. I don't think I ever just sit down and play games by myself if they're still up, or if they're around, or if things need doing. But yeah, I don't quite know where I was going with that. I just felt like I had to justify my
not almost. Therefore, okay. So, for example, you only had
you
1
got 14
hour
seconds. 13 seconds. Come get me, please.
I'm coming. I don't think I'll make
seconds.
it. You've got a guy right next to you. I don't think I can do it.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to make it.
I was coming to a really serious topic as well. God damn it.
I'm dead. Not like this. Not like this.
Just spawn to me.
There you go, just spawn to you.
So what I was saying was that if you only have, like, perhaps 2 hours a night, once you finish work, once the kids are in bed, you've got from, like, I always think from about 9 till 11, where you're still able to communicate with wife, but you're still awake enough. I usually fall asleep at about 11 o'clock, so...
Yeah.
No, you don't feel bad if you then spend an hour of that playing video games by yourself? Or does your wife, has she got her own thing that she... I mean, obviously everybody's got their own little hobbies and stuff. Is she quite happy to think, right, Matt's gaming for an hour, I'm going to watch this, or I'm going to...
it's all contextual, because like if I'm chilling in the evening and watching a series on Netflix or watching anything or doing anything, like if my wife has just fallen asleep, if I want to, then I'll take the opportunity to game then. But frankly, like I make time to game because it's a better gaming experience. Like this, for example, us recording this now, we've spoken on WhatsApp, we've actually arranged a time and it's better because my wife has gone to bed. She's happy, and I can play this happily with someone who's also happy. So it's all like, you just take a responsible approach. Like if it was 4 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, no, that's family time.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? There's certain hours of the day where you think, no, I think, wife has gone to bed, baby's asleep, or if they're out, if they're away, then yeah, you find the time for it then,
Yeah,
so
I
you
very
don't
rarely
just
play
do it
during the
irresponsibly.
daytime. But yeah, it is tricky. Like, for example, my wife's downstairs now, and I know for a fact she's watching the telly, and she's perfectly happy. In fact, she probably prefers that I'm up here playing video games and having fun instead of sort of forcing her to watch
See,
something.
that's interesting because we only have the one main television in our house. Of course, you could watch things on a laptop or stream it on your phone or something, but we only have the one main television.
Well, wife's watching stuff on the telly downstairs.
I'm currently down again. Sorry, I was trying to do the network. No, yeah, I was trying to do the network relay, but I needed you to do it with me. I went in prematurely. Sorry.
How long have we got left? I was doing pretty well. I'm checking out.
43 seconds. Head for me. Come on.
Hold on.
Thing is, you need to revive me, and we've only got 55 seconds to actually hack the network as well.
Oh Christ! I don't see a mission, so.
This is a failure, man. This is a failure.
Oh, just grenade these guys.
It's Fubar.
I didn't get the. I don't see a mission yet.
It's Fubar.
Join it.
Not
Oh
like
yeah,
this.
join. Oh, 38 seconds. What's that for? What are we trying to do?
It's getting light. My head's in a brick wall.
Are you in the building?
Brick wall. My head is in a brick wall. I'm being decapitated.
You're gonna have to cut the act because I don't have a clue what's going on.
It was a little side mission. Like, I'm just here. You got 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. Dude.
I was trying.
I just respawned instantly.
Well, I'm dead.
Okay. You're dead. Okay, I'm coming for you.
You just ruined my mission. I was doing a really nice, stealthy, picking people off and having a nice chat and stuff, and then suddenly all hell kicks off.
I know, sorry.
Well, I'm
Side
dead.
mission failed. Right,
Yeah,
I'm coming in.
dead.
You're dead?
It just says request help. There's no time limit. Oh yeah, sorry, 33 seconds. Yeah, just coming in. There's nobody here.
I'm dead.
Oh, yeah. Apart from
It
that,
didn't end
one
well,
guy
man.
killed in
man.
action.
We had a really
First
good chat then, and then it all just seemed to break.
Well, if we were real operatives, that would be how it goes down.
I know. I think we need to shortly before the end of this first episode, we need to do a mission and actually voice our characters again because our millions of fans love that. Fan mail.
I mean, I'm always getting
like
messages about that.
Yeah, they're like, all they say is, "Do the character." Conversation killed the mission.
Yeah, stop talking about wives. There's always time for a wife.
But that is one of the themes of this simulcast podcast stream. We talk about freelancing. We talk about being a parent. We talk about managing all that with games and all of the above.
Mm-hmm.
Who's? Why can I hear someone?
I'm sitting on a toy. It's one of Charlie's toys, my little boy. This is. Can you hear that? I don't know if you're alright.
Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah.
That tango's down.
Right.
It's a rescue mission.
Right. Okay, let's. Are we
Right,
doing this
I'm in the
again?
chopper.
I'm just. Oh, right, yeah, I was going to say just get the chopper and just shoot.
Come to me. I'm in the chopper. Come on, let's go. This is boring. Let's do it. Let's do something else. Right. What we're gonna do? Okay.
What else are we talking about?
We're coming to the end
Carry
of
on
the
the
episode.
chat,
We're going to
yeah.
find somewhere to go to, right? We're going to talk about something, or just we're going to wrap up our topic for today, and then we're going to find a base, okay? And I'm going to hover over the base, and we're going to jump out of the helicopter and let that fall down towards the base, and we're going to parachute in and take everyone out, gung ho, guns blazing.
You sure? Oh God!
Did you receive the brief?
There's an
okay?
airfield down there. We could
What, do
take
you
an
want to mark it
airplane.
on the map?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump. See you in a bit.
What are you doing?
I'm heading to the airfield. I'm gonna try and nick an
Okay,
airplane.
I'm coming as well. I'm coming. Where have you gone?
To the airfield. I can't mark it because I'm plummeting.
I can see it.
Parachute
yeah,
at the last minute.
Whew.
Okay, Here we go. Oh, there's no bad guys either. This is a friendly airfield. Do you want to jump in the
for
airplane
goodness
with me
sake.
then?
Yeah, I'm just coming down now. Hold on. So as we make our way to a mission, balancing games with children. When my wife was pregnant, I was thinking, am I going to get any time to game? I'm not sure. But as I found out,
Sure are a lot of lights.
I've become much better. I've become really, really good at allocating my time because you have to, don't you? If you don't do that, then you just kind of find that you're just chasing after your own backside. So I've become really good at allocating my time, and I make time for games these days. I just balance
when you
that
get
with
in,
other
sorry,
things.
watch the smoke effect on the engine. It's fantastic. The smoke kicks out first, and then as the pick up, it blows the smoke away. It's very realistic.
See, what amazes me, right? I can get bonneted by cars who are probably not even braking second gear, and yet I can walk into the propellers of this plane and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I bet I can run you over though.
No, wait. Hold on. Okay,
Don't blow
start
me up. It's
edging.
not funny.
Right, this is man versus aeroplane. Okay, start
man
edging
versus airplane.
forward.
Yeah, I get it.
Don't take off, but I'm going to sprint towards you.
Right, go.
Alright, you coming?
Yeah, I'm coming. Go. There wasn't much of a competition there. I just felt a little.
Hey, I didn't die. I'm still alive. Can you come revive me, please?
Yeah, I'm reversing.
Oh man,
I'll get
I'm
out
gonna
of the
have
thing. I'll get the thing.
such a headache in the morning.
So I thought a closing conversation for this would be we've been talking about balance and what it's like balancing the work-life thing with the family mainly. And here's the deep question: is do you think you're managing to do it? Do you think you've been successful at it? And that's not just from your point of view; that's from family's point of view.
I think in my 14 months of being a dad, I think I am succeeding in that respect. I really do. Because I guess because when I game, like right now, I don't feel bad by playing this game at all. Like both my wife and child have gone to bed, and I'm happily staying up. I don't feel tired. I'm on top of my work. Christmas is around the corner, so as a freelancer, I don't feel bad about that. Do you know what I mean? Because Christmas is always a funny one because you're like, oh man, where am I going to find the money to buy presents and do all the nice things?
Yeah.
But it's been quite a nice end to the year. So yeah, I don't feel bad. So I don't know. Maybe in 10 episodes' time, ask me the same question, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, conversation killed the mission, man. Fubar, so gone Fubar."
Okay.
And we'll be talking about getting different slogans on t-shirts by that point. But what about you? Same question to you. How do you feel with that balance?
Yeah, I think I'm doing alright. I think, I said, like, right this minute, wife's watching the telly, and I know she's perfectly fine, but at the same time, I think I should be doing stuff with her. And I think that's what I usually get when I'm playing video games. I think, oh, I should be doing stuff with the wife. And I do. It's not like I should be doing it because it's like it's my duty or something. I actually really want to do stuff with her and stuff. And in fact,
Yeah.
I think the solution would be if she got into video games. that would solve a lot of my thoughts.
Problem solved.
But yeah, I mean, I think I'm balancing it pretty well. Balancing time with the kids is good, and I said wife needs her own time as much as I need my own time and stuff. So we can both appreciate that.
I just want to back your point up there whilst you're doing corkscrews in this plane.
Yeah, sorry.
Like there's been many times when I've said, oh yeah, I'm on tonight, and do you want a game? And you said no because I'm doing this, or I can't on that night because I'm doing something with Michelle. Like I just name dropped your wife. Sorry.
That's alright. Yeah, no problem. I won't mention cats. So.
You son of a bitch. So there's been many times when you've actually said no, I can't do it because I'm doing something with the family. So that balance really is at the forefront of our minds. I think it's ironic actually because we came to a point we came to the ending of this episode where the balance of me versus airplane was quite unbalanced, and you're about to do plane versus ground.
We'll be fine. Just get out.
Okay.
You can never die from crashing
How
in a
did
plane.
we
You have to figure
survive
that out.
that?
Easy.
Oh, I'm stuck in the rock though. Oh no,
You're
I'm
in?
okay.
Yeah, I mean we're wrapping up now.
Okay.
I guess we should
That
have.
was
We always have to end. Sorry, this is the rule. We always have to end plummeting to the earth. So I'm going to get the helicopter, which is just here, and
you're
take
getting
it
another
up
chopper.
and jump out.
Is it
Yeah,
a
there's a
chopper?
helicopter right here. The chopper. Yeah.
All right,
That's another quote for the t-shirt. Chopper.
chopper.
Right, I'm in. Do you want to get in?
Yeah, I'm coming. Where is it?
Where you at? No, they blow me up. They blow me up. I've got to move. I've got to move. I've got to move. Oh no! I screamed. The screen glitched straight out. What the hell
What
happened there?
happened?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm dead or
I
not.
thought you had it under. Are you dead? I'm dead.
No, I'm alright. Oh no, I
you're
got
dead
out and
now.
died. Oh,
Alright,
that's
well,
the end.
That
That's
was the end of
Well,
episode
thanks
1.
for tuning in, everybody.
Killed in action.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thanks for watching.
We won't reveal what the content for episode 2 is yet,
No.
because we like to keep that. We like to keep it.
It's locked in a
fresh.
safe. Yeah,
Yeah, and you're going to spring that on me in episode 2, yeah?
that's right.
Okay, so Barry is going to do all of the even numbers, and I'm going to do the content for the odd numbers.
That's correct.
Hello, is anyone there?
This is good.
Okay, this is a new thing. You have to bring, with every episode, we haven't finished the episode yet, but we have to do an episode with a kid's toy that speaks, and that has to be part of it.
Okay, no problem.
All right? So
Okay.
you've just
Yeah,
started
and if
a new
anybody's
trend.
listening and knows what that toy looks like or can describe it,
Then they
you'll
can
win
tweet
it.
us.
Yeah, you'll win
They
it.
can-
I'll send it to you.
they win the Predator toy.
Right, they'll win. I'll give you my child's toy.
What if it's your
I'm still
toy?
going to do
your
this
child-
parachuting from the helicopter. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay, you lucky people, you're getting an additional bonus 2 or 3 minutes here.
Additional minute, right? I've set a marker on it.
Right, I'm flying
Okay. Straight up.
straight up. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to fly straight up.
Hello, it's a rescue.
Hello?
Is it a rescue mission?
It's definitely not a rescue. Get
Go,
in,
go,
get in,
go,
get in, get
go,
in.
go, 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 straight up, straight up, straight up.
There we go. Okay, so maybe we should end every episode. Don't jump out yet, by the way. Don't jump out, okay?
Right. I'm poised.
Because we're gonna go as high as possible, and then just jump out and face plant the floor. Maybe that's how we end every.
Yeah,
episode.
that's what I was going to say. That's how I ended the
Yeah.
pilot.
Oh, because I thought you meant we'd end just with some carnage. That we just whatever stealthy thing we've been doing.
No, I mean
we
the
just
way that
throw
I ended the
out.
pilot, you didn't see it, sorry, but I jumped out of a helicopter like this and just talked on the way down casually, and then when he splattered, it just cut to black, and I was just like,
Right. Well, we're currently
Thanks
at
for tuning in.
1,200 meters altitude.
I'll take it to 20,000 feet or meters or whatever it is.
20,000 meters. Will it even go that high? I don't think
Yeah,
it
yeah,
will.
of course it will. Well, look at the mountains in the distance; it'll go over them.
Like, you cannot fault this game for its map, and it's all open world. Like, there's no load times between locations, which is so cool.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's such a good game.
I remember once, right? I remember playing Mission Impossible on the N64, which
Oh, I love it.
It is not aged well. Well, most games don't age well because they're of a certain time and generation. But like that game in particular, I remember thinking to myself, as
That's
a
one of
kid,
my Christmas games. Sorry, you mentioned Christmas games.
No,
That's
yeah,
one of my
no,
Christmas
yeah,
games.
you're right. It's one of my Christmas games as well.
Subpen and stuff.
But I remember thinking, like, oh, how cool would it be if you were like on a mission or in between missions and having to fly from one point to the next? Like, how cool
Yeah.
would that be? Fast forward like 20 years,
And
and
here we
that
are.
is not even the norm anymore. It's kind of old news.
I'm going to fire something up. Hold on. I'm going to fire something up and just play it through the thing. We'll see if you can hear it. See if you can hear this.
jump out.
Listen. Listen.
Don't jump out. Okay, I've got a toy for us.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Here we go. I'll stop it.
Is that
I don't
the
wanna get
soundtrack
copyright.
from the game? Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't quite make out through the audio if that was from the film or something.
It's the game. Right. We're
But
ready?
I've got.
So we can
you're
still chat on the way
quite
down.
yet. Yeah, but not quite yet. I've got something for you. Hold on.
Riding on my motorbike with the wind in my hair. Riding on the open road, I breath of fresh air.
That has got to be one of the VTech toys with a little orange window. The orange, is it?
It's a motorbike.
Is it a VTech
it's like a
one?
VTech. I
Yeah,
don't
is
know.
it an
that
orange
sounds...
button that you press on it?
No, it's
All
it's
the
not
VTech
VTech.
ones, the little cars you press on.
Oh no!
And
It
they
is
all-
VTech.
Yeah, they all have
It
that.
is VTech.
They've all got
Oh my
really well
gosh.
thought out songs. Like, I'm a
Oh,
cool
wow.
car. I am driving down the road. Look at how I got. They're always like.
Once we've
They're
set
the
up
ones
a
that you
Twitter
hear in
account-
the middle of the night coming downstairs from the toy box, going off every 5 minutes. I'm
Once
a
we
cool
set up a
car.
Twitter account, we can start sharing the images of all the stuff that we're talking about. We'll start
Yeah,
putting
exactly.
stuff online.
Yeah. Right, I'm jumping.
Right, okay.
Ready? 3?
I've just
Oh.
realised. Yeah, we're at 3,500 meters. So
Right, let's jump.
on
Are you ready?
three, yeah.
So on
One.
3, yeah? 1,
Yeah,
2,
on 3, 2, bail.
3. Go, bail.
I think we did that exactly the same point. Okay,
That's pretty
don't
No parachute.
nosedive, just free fall.
Just free fall. Like a Power Rangers
Yeah.
film, like what we were doing the other day.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Where are you at then?
Hold on, should we?
Oh,
Hold on,
I
let's
can't
do
see
that.
it. The helicopter's plummeting. I'm trying to find you. Oh, you're miles away.
Yeah, hold on. I've got a present for you.
You're 700 meters away from me. You need to face me. Turn and face me.
Hold on. I've got a present for you. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, brilliant. Is this the audio from the Power Rangers film I'm hearing? Do you think we'll meet each other before we hit the floor?
I'm not sure. I'm nearing the floor pretty quickly, man.
Where are you? You've gone past me. You've gone past me. There you are. You're a kilometre
music,
away.
This
you go
music is
slower than
far
me.
too uplifting for my death. Hold on.
I'm almost dead. I'm almost dead. Okay, my podcast is coming to a finish. I'm dying. I'm going for the stream. I'm
Yeah,
dead. I'm dead.
I'm dead too.
That was it.
I was actually hoping for the music. You know, people keep on running. I was hoping for that.
Okay, that's it.
Instead of which, all I got was like, "Woo, yeah, Power Rangers, woo, yeah, let's go, woo." Right, okay. This has been the end of episode 1 of the One Take Action Dads podcast, where we talk about freelancing, we talk about gaming, and we talk about being dads in amongst all of those things. Barry, see you in episode 2, yeah?
See you in episode 2, mate.
Peace.